Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll be reviewing a movie and it is titled Mercy. It is showing on Chinneylove Eze TV on YouTube featuring Chioma Chukwuka, Eyinna Igwe, Sharon Rotini and the rest. Now let's get right into the review. So the first thing that attracted me to continue watching this movie is the quality of the video. Oh my god, the picture quality, the editing is so rich, and I really love that about the movie. So this movie is a faith-based movie, it's a Christian movie, and I have special love for Christian movies. But I also think that the topics in Christian movies are a bit limited, and it's as if they keep acting the same things with the same storylines almost all the time. Almost all Christian movies look alike, okay? But I don't know if I should say that people are afraid to look into deeper topics. It may come out as controversial, but then there are lots of topics that can be done in Christian movies. There are lots of things to explore. So this movie is about a couple, a pastor and his wife, who are on the verge of a broken marriage. Their marriage is almost in shambles, and every Sunday this pastor will go to church and preach, but then his house is on fire. They will hold this couple marriage talks in church, but nobody knows that his house is not even taken care of. Okay, so he's having this issue with his wife, and his wife is almost having it up to her neck, and she is almost quitting the marriage. So as the movie goes on, this strange lady comes back into the pastor's life. We find out that this lady was his ex, somebody he had an affair with even before he got married. So she walks back into his life, and she's out to tempt him. That is just her mission. She wants to tempt him and draw him back to his old life. So, even though the pastor initially had pushed her away and tried everything possible to, get her out of the way, she is not backing down with her lust, and she follows through by applying to become the PA to the pastor's wife so that she will be closer to the pastor. Can you imagine? So, before you go ahead with this movie, just bear it in mind that this is rated PG. I don't know PG what it is, but it is PG because you would find out that this pastor was actually into BDSM. I don't know if that is enough to rate it PG, but I think it's enough because there are some scenes that, yeah, it's enough. I think it's enough to rate it PG because, he was into BDSM, and this lady with her temptation had brought all this stuff to him in his office. So if you're watching it with children are very curious. They might start asking, oh, what is this? And you have to explain. So yeah, bear it in mind that it's quite in the adult level. So we'll go ahead to find out that this BDSM lifestyle is actually the reason why the pastor and his wife were having issues in the marriage. If you watch the movie, you would, find out more why it is so. But yeah, apparently that lifestyle is the reason why the marriage is about to scatter. So one of the message in this movie is that when you're trying to change or get rid of a particular lifestyle or a particular sin, that is when the temptation gets tougher. It's not going to get easy just because you said, oh, you are done with this lifestyle or you're no longer going to be like this. If you say, okay, I'm done with lying, that is when the temptation to lie about something will come. You will just face the toughest of the toughest. So yeah, that is one of the messages that this movie has, because when this pastor was begging his wife and trying to set the marriage straight, trying to revive his dying marriage, that is when this devil decides to walk back into his life and do all that she could to get him back to where he was, to what they call it, to square zero or be square one. So yeah, when you are trying to get rid of a particular lifestyle, that is when the temptation gets tougher. And if you're not strong enough, you're going to go back to square one and you start all over again. And then another message I got from this movie is that people fall deeper into sin if no one is there to hold their hand, or if no one is there to hold them up when they fall. Talking and talking, advising and advising, all those things are good, but the minute you abandon that person because, oh, we've talked so much, we've advised so much, we are done, we're tired, when you let go of that person's hand, it doesn't mean the person will change. It's the person is even more vulnerable and might fall harder if there's no one around. It's just a matter of patience, prayer, follow up, because a lot of Christians do this. They preach to somebody, they win their soul to Christ, okay, but then they don't follow up with the person. Their job is done. Once you say, okay, fine, I accept your preaching, I will start going to church, the follow up dies right there. Once you let go of that person's hand, you're not following through with the person, you're not checking up on the person, and you're not persistent to see that this person has the potential to change. You just get tired. This is one of the things that's happened in this movie, because when it looks like everybody is done with this pastor, everybody is tired of advising him and talking to him, that is when everything got worse. And that happens a lot in real life, because when people talk and advise somebody, it's as if the person is not listening, so they just leave the person, and guess what, person gets worse. So that is one of the message this movie is passing. I think that is a very, very beautiful story, and the cast was spot on. The acting. I mean, these people are OGs now. It's not small people that they carried and put here. These people are OGs and they know what they are doing in acting. So the acting is fantastic. The story is fantastic. It's not like we've not seen stories like that before. We've seen a lot of stories like that, but the delivery and the way it was told is what makes it different. So should you watch it? I really think you should watch it. It's a very beautiful story, very well done. And yeah, that is the end of my review.